So Wednesday, hump day, but it's also core day. And it seems to me it just kind of rolls around every other day. But embrace the core, support underneath the shoulder blades. So whether you take that rolled up towel, I have this little device, lift the thoracic spine up, support the head for just the opening minutes here. As you come down onto the back body. So I'm going to bring my block to the back of my head just to support the neck. It is a yoga practice, even though it's core. So we'll bring the hands to the belly and the heart. Close down the eyes. And allow yourself to just settle here. Just drop down to your mat. Drop down a little deeper to your practice. Enjoy the full breath in through the nose. The slow breath out of the nose and just settle. So this isn't just about core, it's about life. So when we find a little discomfort in our pose or poses, maybe we shift the mind to find the comfort of discomfort. Take in a full deep breath. It's a 20-minute practice. Slowly exhale. In the time it would take you to check your emails or messages, you got this one done. You've started your day. Greet yourself here and find gratitude. Okay, knees bent, feet hip distance apart. Remove whatever's underneath your head and stretch out through that whole upper chest, collarbone, shoulder to shoulder. And this is the time when you realize whether your towel or whatever you're using is too high or too low. You want to be able to take the full breath in. So make whatever adjustments here. Bring it down or take it up. And bring the palms to the high hips. So the heel of the hand is resting right into the hip crease. And we're just going to feel out how the body is this morning. So fingers point towards the knees, shoulders relax down and away. With the inhale, we draw in that belly. And on the exhale, slide the hands up to the knees. And then slowly slide them back down. Let the head rest, let the shoulders rest, and feel how you feel. Make an adjustment if you need it. If the breath is catchy, lower yourself down. Inhale, reach the fingers up towards the knees. And then slowly drag them back down. So your breath, move hands towards the knees and back. And twice more. Curl in, expand out. When you come to your last one, recline back, head to the floor. Interlace the hands behind the head, right at the curvature, not the neck. Let the head rest back into the hands. Again, it's early. Open up the elbows. Begin to open up that whole collarbone area, the thoracic spine in the back, the muscles in the upper chest, elbows wide. And from here, the gaze will always stay at the ceiling. No looking at device. We don't want to compromise the neck here. Take a full breath in, a slight tilt of the pelvis, tuck in the belly, elbows come up towards the ceiling. As the head rests back, we're going to make that 4-part move. So on your inhale, come up halfway. On your exhale, curl elbows towards the knee. Return to that halfway point and lower down. So we're going to take 5 with breath, nice and slow. Big inhale, belly tucks in, elbows up halfway. Curl in, hip points to the low ribs. Return back halfway and lower. On your own with breath, bring it up and curl it in. Return and lower. Use the breath here. I'm on my last one. And as I return down, head rest. Let the elbows go wide. Again, this should feel like some intensity across the whole front body. Find the breath. Now I'm going to lead elbow to knee, elbow to opposite knee. But if that was good for you, please stay right with that flow. As you're ready, lift the elbows up. Take the breath in, tuck in a little bit of the pelvis and the belly. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, one knee lifts and the elbow reaches. And again, the knee does not come past that hip point. Come back halfway and inhale, come up. Elbow reaches to the knee. Come back and lower. Let's do 4. Up and across. Back and down. Up, cross, back and down. Set. When you arrive back, open up the elbows. Take in a full breath across the sternum, all those muscles that you just worked in there. Just relax. And then roll to one side. And whatever you're using underneath you, just take it out. Make sure your block is handy here somewhere. There's mine. Okay. Take a full body stretch here. Fingers away from toes. Again, just lengthen the whole front body. Wiggle around into the shoulders and the hips. Draw in a full deep breath. And on the exhale, let the body sink and relax. Bend into the right knee, bend into the left knee. Heels planted near the sit bones. Reach for your block. So the block will be in our hands. I'm going to use my extended block here. Block reaches overhead. Extend the legs. Pass the block. So tuck in the belly, support the low spine. And when you're ready, inhale fully. And exhale, pick up the shoulders and the head. And take that block to the inside of the feet. and then lower back down. Full breath in, and then exhale, reach up for the block. And then inhale, release, and come down. So we're going to take 5. Reach long, big breath, tuck the belly. Up comes the shoulders and the head. Pass off the block and return. So if you're feeling this into your low back, modify here. Pass the block off to in between the calves and lower the feet down. Keep the belly engaged. So just find movement here is to bring the shoulders and the head off the mat. We're reaching for a target and then lower. 3 more. I know I said 2, but 3. Okay. Last one. Give it. Take it. And lower. Feet come down. Blocks off to the side. Maybe windshield wiper the knees. Notice the effort that took. And did you breathe through it? And it's another lesson when we come off of our mat, because things get hard. And when they do get challenging, if we remember the breath, the body knows how to respond, right? Okay, block into the hand, bring it between the knees. I'm lengthwise, so the block is knees to my inner shins. I find my table. Now here you can hold on to your mat for a little bit of support for the upper body, or take the arms out or overhead. So again, knees right over the hip point, working into the side body, the obliques. Squeeze the block. Inhale fully, tuck the belly. And exhale, we'll just take the knees off to the right, any amount. Inhale, bring it all back to the center. Level out the hips and take it left. And again, squeeze to the center and right. So flowing with your breath, we inhale as we come back to that neutral, and we exhale to the sides. And maybe you feel the pull into the ribs, the obliques, the intercostal muscles. Take it nice and slow. One more sweep each side. Nice little back massage as well to the hip point, and then return to center. So now we're going to hold and hover. So again, place that block, squeeze in, draw in the belly, tuck in the pelvis. Nice full deep breath in. Send the knees to the right. And we're going to hold here. Squeeze the block. Lower down any amount that you can begin to feel the twist into the low back through the ribs. Take in a full deep breath and release. One more deep breath in. Squeeze that block and exhale slow. Bring the block, knees back to that neutral position. Pause. Feel into, again, the hips and spine. Little breath in, tuck the belly in, send it off to the left. Again, any amount, each side is different, so don't push this. Just let the weight of the legs squeeze the block, gravity. Breathe into the right side body. And notice where you feel. Just keep breathing. Breathe, breathe, breathe. One more full inhale. Slow exhale. Squeeze the block, bring it back to neutral. Level out the hips, feel the spine. Take that block, move it off to the side. Bring the feet down to the mat, heel toe them to the corners or the edges of the mat. And again, a nice little windshield wiper, right and left. And then we'll heel toe the feet back in, drop the knees over to one side so that we can arrive onto all fours. And again, allow yourself to pad up the knees, spread the fingers wide, draw the belly in so we have a nice, like a park bench in the spine. Take a breath in and let it go. And then when you're ready for the next breath, lift the tailbone, lift the chest, drop the belly. Find your cow pose. Stupid name. Round in as you exhale all the air out. Tuck the chin. And then inhale. Chest lifts, tailbone lifts. Small arch in the spine. And then round. So a couple more, mindful on your own. And I say mindful because I want you to feel into the whole spine. Maybe wag the tail, make any movement here that feels good. And then we're going to sink down onto the forearms, forming that number 11 with the arms, fingers wide. Right foot steps back onto the ball of the foot, left foot steps back, and guess what? Lift the hips up and find your forearm plank. So maybe the heels go back and you stay still. Maybe as you tuck in that belly, you rock from the balls of the feet to the tippy toes, working through not only the core, but feel the shoulders. And then find a moment here. Knees can come down. Press the heels back. I'm going to interlace my hands. Gives me a little more power in my mind to press into my forearms. Draw the belly in. Find your breath here. Deep breathing. 5 more. Drop the knees. Lower the belly.